Hey guys, Mr. Chang here. This is your Friday lesson. You guys are going to do Zern, then you're going to do this activity in Desmos, then you're going to close out with a cool down. Once again, appreciate you guys a lot. I know it is not ideal for me not to be there today. I will not be at school on Monday and Tuesday. I will be done with everything I'm doing that is taking me away from the class on Tuesday, and I will be back on Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's keep the pace up and keep going. You guys have been doing a great job. So keep doing the work, um, keep soldiering on, and keep being great students for Mr. Co. So here we go. You're going to be working on Desmos. And when you get Desmos up, first thing you're going to see is this. Okay. You've got 12 different cards. Each one of these cards is a proportional relationship. And I would just like, I like organizing my cards. So A, B, C, D, you know, just putting them more or less in alphabetical order. Now, you have small screens, things get snapped together. I get it. It's kind of painful. So just try to unsnap it and move along. There's card C. Can move this over. There's card D. Move that up over here. Don't want it to snap. So make some space. Okay. Anyways, you get the idea. So A, B, and C. Now, here is card A. It is a straight line. When you see a straight line, a graph that is going through right here, the origin. Let's go. Origin. That's 0, 0. And the line is straight and it's going through the origin, you have a proportional relationship. Proportional. Okay. Now, you're going to have to do two things. First, every single one of these cards, you're going to be given a point that represents the proportional relationship. In this case, this point is 24, comma 6. If you were looking at an XY table like we did yesterday, X is 24, Y is 6. And connecting this to another idea that we have been working on, which is slope, if you make a slope triangle, a right triangle, you know one side is 24 units long. That's the horizontal side. And the vertical side is 6 units long. And vertical divided by horizontal gives you slope. Okay. Now, the slope is also the same as the rate, which is the heart of your proportional relationship. Okay. Now, one thing that I want you to pay attention to, we didn't quite go over this yesterday, but I am not counting squares on the bottom, on the x-axis. This is key. So on the x-axis, this is 24, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not a slope of 1. Okay. This is not 6 over 6. This is 24. So you really have to look at the scales right down here at the bottom. Pay attention. This is skip counting by fours. 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay. Pay attention to the scale. That is the key because this line has a slope of 6 over 24 which is the same as 1/4. If you simplify it, which is the same as 1/4, 0.25. Okay, so keep that in mind. Card A has a slope of 0.25. Now, this is a good place. Let me clear this. And we will stop annotating. Now, as you can imagine, your goal, you're going to put 12 cards into 5 groups. You need to find another card that has a slope of 1/4 or 0.25. You can use your calculator if you want to actually do the division of the fractions. Now, I'm going to jump to another card. I'm going to jump to card C. Let me do another example. Card C, again, pay attention to the scales. So here we have 50. That is my horizontal distance. And then we have here, we have 0, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175 is my vertical distance. You got to pay attention to the scales. Okay, so my slope is 175 divided by or over 50. Now, again, if you're going to use your calculator and you're just going to do the division, you will get 50 divided by 175 divided by 50 in a calculator will get you 3.5, I believe. And if I'm simplifying this as a fraction, 50, so 25 goes evenly into both of these numbers. 25 goes into 50 twice, and it goes into 175 7 times. So 7/2 is your slope. 7/2 is the same as 3.5. So your slope is 3.5. Okay, that's card C. And so card A is 1/4. Card C is 3/2 or 7/2. And card D here is, it's 20. And my vertical is 70. So the slope is 70 over 20, which you should start to recognize as 10 is the common factor. So this is really just 7/2. You divide 7 by 2, you get 3.5. And lo and behold, we have a match. So what do you do with that? You take card C, you snap it together with card D, and boom, you have found 1 out of 5 different matches. Okay, so once you have matched all your cards, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to talk about how you actually decided which cards to group with the others. So you'll type in an explanation, you'll hit share with class, and then we're going to do a little bit of what we did yesterday, which is you're going to see 4 separate cards: card A, card B, card C, card I, and card F. So there's 5 separate cards, and you need to write an equation that represents each card. And this should be pretty straightforward. So the way to write the equation is these are your you look at your point. You've already calculated again what the slope of this line is. This is 6. This is 24. You know that that is 1/4. So the way to write your equation is y equals 1/4 x. And if you want to use a decimal, you can do y equals 0.25 x. Either way works. If you're in Desmos, y equals 1/4 x. You can write it like that. Hit share with class. Or you could write y equals 0.25 x. Hit share with class. Either way. Okay. So once you find the slope or the rate, you're just saying every single time I can pick any x I want to in the world. I can pick 4 as my x. And if I take 4 and I replace this x with the number 4, I know my corresponding y has to be 1. And you can see that point shows up on the line, as would any other x that you put into this equation. It's all one straight line that goes up. Okay, so you got 4 more of these cards to write equations for, and then you've got the cool down. Guys, have fun. I'm going to have another video with a few answers for you.